Well, believe it or not, in the last year, Denver actually ranked in the top 10 worst cities in America when it came to air quality. However, one thing that's really interesting is you might be thinking the reason for the air quality being so bad is just because of this volume of people that are here, just being a very dense city at this point, lots of traffic, lots of pollution. Believe it or not, it's actually not that as much as it is the wildfires. Every state nowadays, I feel like, is fighting these different environmental challenges. We've had a lot of big wildfire scares in all sorts of states across the country, especially recently in California. But Colorado has definitely seen their fair share as well. What's unique and interesting, though, about wildfires, a lot of times it's not even the state that's affecting the wildfire quality, the air quality. It's actually other places around the country that are kind of pushing the bad air quality on us. Last year in the fall, we had a really big fire up in Canada. It actually was lasting through the entire summer into the fall. I think some of these fires actually still haven't gone out after almost a year, but a lot of that fire way up north is actually what has been affecting the air quality down here in Denver. So sometimes it's not even the wildfires locally here in Colorado. A lot of times it can also just be further away places that are still having the jet streams and just the different air systems bringing that smoke and all that congestion here into Denver. As you can imagine, with these wildfires and just being prepared for any that might come up, there also are some water restrictions. So depending on what part of Denver you live in, there might be some restrictions when it comes to watering your lawn, how many days a week you're allowed to do it. Some of this is a little bit gray area as far as how they're really monitoring or going to be holding you accountable for this. Other than the one that I've experienced personally, they're going to hit your pocketbook. So with water as an example, they're able to have these different tiers of usage where if you use more than a certain percentage of water or a certain amount of water, they're going to basically bump you up to this higher level tier where the price that you're paying per gallon is significantly higher. There was a day this past summer where I had a big, really brown dead spot in my backyard, and I was just hitting it with as much water as I could. I was watering it, probably over-watering it. I was watering it every day for about 2 weeks. Well, I get my water bill, a month later, and my water bill went from like $30 or $40 a month to almost $200. And it wasn't because I used 5 times the amount of water. I only used probably about twice as much water, but it went into this next tier of higher price per gallon, and it was significant. I was blown away. I thought there was a typo when I first looked at my bill. So there are ways that they're able to limit water usage by just affecting your pocketbook. So just something to keep in mind if you are, have a green thumb and you just love, lawn care and really taking care of your grassy, yard at your house. That's still possible. Tons of beautiful lawns all around me where I currently live, but just be aware that it might cost you a bit more if you really want to, have it be pristine.